Hi there, good evening, guys. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you had a good weekend, and I also hope you've had a good Monday. Today I'm excited to be here today. I will always salute um, my friends, the ones that come on Facebook and Instagram, on YouTube. I want to salute all of you. I want to thank you for always coming in. This journey has been quite interesting for me, having to come every week. Even as I teach, I am also being taught. As I water, I'm also being watered. And that's why it's exciting for me to be here every week. Thank you guys. You guys are making it quite easy for me. Anytime you guys pop in and listen to what I'm saying, and the comments, the feedbacks, and the messages has been awesome. I want to thank you guys for always doing that. For the next, I think for the next 3 weeks, this week and 2 other weeks, 2 other Mondays, I will be talking about happiness. And today I want to talk about why pursuing happiness will make you unhappy. Then we can now come to qualify this thing that is called happiness, and how do you achieve it? Is it one thing? Is it attaining money? Is it about those material things that you wish you had? And so right now, these are some of the things we're going to be talking about in this series. But today, let me not just let the cat out of the bag. I will just talk about why pursuing happiness will make you unhappy. Really, why pursuing happiness will make you unhappy. Let's go right into it and see what we have to present for today. When we talk about happiness, we often think about staying happy all the time, every single day, every single minute, with zero negativity. I had a very young, I had a young relative, and the mother was like, "Look, it's time for you to get married. It's time for her to get married, but she didn't feel so. She felt she was quite young." And I was asking her that, "What do you think is the issue? I mean, don't you think that you should listen to your mom?" And she was like, "Look, not that she doesn't want to get married, but that she wants to get married. She wants to find the right guy to get married to, and they will live happily ever after." This happily ever after is Hollywood. There's nothing like happily ever after. And if you set your goals right on happily ever after, it's going to be dashed. So she says that she's in a relationship. I asked her, "Are you in any relationship?" He said no, but that there's someone hanging around, and she's not sure if she has told the guy, I don't want unhappiness, I don't want issues, I don't want quarrel, I just want us to have a peaceful relationship. At that time I realized that, wow, she must be really young to say this, because life doesn't guarantee you zero negativity. And pursuing being in a constant state of happiness as the ultimate goal, and avoiding any other thing, I think it can be detrimental to you. What do I mean by this? What is this type of happiness? This elusive type of happiness, I will call it, is like eating your favorite food. It's like more like your favorite food. The more often you eat it, it's not going to always be good. When you like something and you eat it all the time, after a while, the value, the taste is not the same. If you go to a restaurant, even if the restaurant is very expensive restaurant, you go there every day, after a while, you're just going to, next time they talk about it, is that let me just take a break. Something that that food is always going to be your favorite food. But if you eat it all the time, it will lose its value. So it's about value. You will lose that thing that makes it the best in your eyes, But when you only have a chance to eat it sparingly, that's when you really savor every bite. You don't eat your favorite meal or your favorite delicacy every day, because then it will no longer be favorite. It will no longer be a delicacy. So it will just be like any other thing, because you're not getting that thing that you're supposed to get from it. So is the same thing with food, basically it's the same thing with food. As it is with food, so also it is with happiness. When you do more of that thing that you say that keeps you happy, after a while it becomes flat. It becomes flat, and once it becomes flat, it's no longer your favorite. It's no longer the favorable thing. We need to always remember that only experiencing sadness, we will understand what it is to be happy. There is no sadness is part of life. It's part of living. Negativity is part of living, and those things will help you appreciate the good things, happy moments, and the positive things in life. So stop chasing shadows. Stop chasing, oh, I want to be happy. I want to be happy in my relationship. People say it, both male and female, but it's like it's wishful thinking, because life is going to happen to you. Things will present itself that you have no that you did not bring upon yourself. They're going to happen. So when they do, what do you do then? What are you going to do? All right, so let me just give you some tips on how why pursuing happiness will make you unhappy, will actually make you sad. All right, the first one is, don't assume others are always happy. Listen, it can make you unhappy. Most people see those who have seemingly perfect lives and assume they are happy all the time. We all put our best foot forward. Nobody's ever going to tell you they're having things difficult in their marriage. Then the next minute you hear that they're separated, they're divorced, and you're like, what a perfect couple. I thought they were a perfect couple. That is what everybody wants you to see, the perfect aspect of their life, the positive aspect of their life, things working in their life. Since childhood, we are conditioned to chase this idea of happily ever after that we see in fairy tales. Let me tell you, happily ever after is in fairy tales. When you want to now begin to bring it into day-to-day living, you want to have it in day-to-day living, it's going to be an issue, because those things are cartoons really, and they are movies to get you excited. Everybody has an issue, and now social media has made it worse. On social media, everybody tends to share only the best looking aspect of their lives. I've seen men and ladies literally become depressed because they are seeing people that they know on Facebook living the life. That's what you think. A lady just posted a picture of somewhere in Spain, and some other lady that know her got into depression, as in like, this lady, I know her, things are happening for her, things are not happening for me, why is my life like this? Only for her to meet this lady a couple of months ago, and I asked her, why did you go to Spain without telling me? She said, Spain where? That was 10 years ago. She has her physique, didn't change much. She's kind of she doesn't have weight issues, so, and she looks her age. She looks far younger than her age. And she said, it was 10 years ago. Who went to Spain? Who can afford it? But this was what was making the other lady depressed. So Facebook can send you to your early grave. Instagram can send you to your early grave. Not because those platforms are evil. No, they are not evil. It's everybody is trying to make a statement, a fashion statement, trying to make a statement that their life is better. So now, if you're going to now look at them, believe what they are saying, and you begin to weigh it and compare it to your life, you're going to be depressed. Because we only put the best things there. So it is very easy for us to have a distorted view of what happiness is when we are always looking at social media. You see that thing that is social media, for me, social media is a tool to network for profit. That's the way I say it. It's a tool to profit. It's a tool, is a network. Is a tool to network for profit. That's what I think. I have social media. I'm active on social media because I'm a thought leader. Because I'm a speaker. Because I have to bring out, I sell knowledge. And the only way I can effectively sell knowledge to the world is through, or let the world know that what I have is through social media, apart from the other channels that we use. But this is one of the channels. This is one of the channels that people that don't know me can know me and see what I have. I probably be able to reach out to me and also to be able to partake in all the things that we do. Some of them I'm going to tell you at the end of this presentation. You understand? So it is always easy. That I was talking about, sorry, I was talking about Facebook. You know what? For me not to be so distracted, I pick up my phone and I just go to Facebook and Instagram. If I don't discipline myself, I'm going to just be there for the next 1 hour, 2 hours, and I'm just flipping through. I see a lot of people flipping through. Let me tell you, that flipping through is opportunity cost. That thing that you are flipping, that flipping through, that you spend 1 hour, 2 hours. You are supposed to use that 1 hour, 2 hours to better your life in some other area. I say to myself, I will not do anything social media until it's 12 noon. When I have done the things I need to do in the morning. I wake up in the morning, my best times are from 3:34 to 12 noon. So it's not a time for me to be doing social media. Social media I start looking at maybe from 2 to 4. And by the time by 6 I am done, because then I'm preparing for the next day mentally. So I try as much as possible. There's so many things to do. I read every day of my life. So if I spend every 2 hours I spend on social media, it means that there is a proposal that is not out. It means there's a module that is not prepared. It means that a letter that is not replied. It means there's a book that is not being read. And these things are the things that I do for a living. These are things I do every day. If I give in to social media, these things are going to suffer. And social media can be depressing. Not that it is a bad platform, but when you go there and see people happy and you look at your life is not so, you don't look so happy, it becomes worrisome. Or you see, there will always be people better than you. Always. And when you see those people, it can be depressing. So for some people, when they see someone that is better than them, it will spur them to do better. Other people, it will demoralize them. You see, I want to let you know, no matter what you see on social media, in reality, because it's not reality, that's why I get people are paid to handle all my social media accounts. All of them. People are paid to go in there and see what they can do, so that I can have time to do what I want to do, what I feel is important, and also I can't beat the people from the Gen Z. I can't beat them in this social media, so why do I want to join them? I just let them do it for me, so I can have time to do the things that I ought to do, I need to do, and not waste time. Okay? Let me tell you something about social media and life. In reality, there's always something missing, something lacking, something unpleasant in our lives. You can't change it. That's the way God created the universe. There's always something missing. You see a handsome guy and everything with six packs and all, and you ask him, what do you think is missing in your life? He said, I wish I was taller. I wish I could talk more. I wish I could talk better. All of us have issues. The rich have issues. The poor. The rich have issues. The poor, they have issues. And when they tell the poor, I say, come, do you know that being rich is not all that glamorous? Do you know that you have issues? The poor will tell you, yes, I want that problem. The rich also cry. As a teenager, there was a soap that we watch on TV, The Rich Also Cry. But the poor will tell you, no, I want to cry. I need that cry in my life, because everybody has something they're missing. Do you know that the best moment of my marriage, and I believe is the same with my wife, was when we had nothing. And when she used to come, I was in a guest house. When I left Lagos and came to the city of Port Harcourt, I was in my company guest house. We didn't have much. They were not taking care of that facility much, so we didn't even have a fridge. She comes, when she comes in from Lagos, we eat whatever we need to do. We have to do it per day. And before I left Lagos and came here, we had the things that we eat. When I think back on them, when we think back, we start laughing. But those were the best moments of our life. If we want to eat snacks, we have to forgo something to do it. Everything was about on a budget. You want to buy something, you have to look at the price. Now, we thank God that we've been able to move on past that. But are we that happy? When children start coming and you're not happy, you are juggling bills, you are going to work, you are doing so many things. My wife is a career person. We've not been able to catch that kind of happiness that we had when we were single and we did not have any baggages. We did not have any care in this world. So sometimes asking, oh God, bless me with money, bless me with a big house, bless me with a marriage, bless me with kids, it comes with responsibility that are not all that pleasant. But you have to do it and be smiling at it. So don't assume everybody's happy. Not everybody. And because when you assume everybody is happy, you are going to continue to do things that will to make yourself happy. That means you're chasing happiness. And when you chase happiness, you know what's going to happen? You're going to end up unhappy when you chase happiness. No one has a perfect life. That's one thing you need to get. You need to understand that no one has a perfect life. Even the most glamorous celebrities and the richest billionaires have their own set of challenges and problems. It's just that you don't know it. And nobody's going to call you and open up and start telling you the challenges they have. So don't see someone in a tuxedo looking dapper and looking expensive and you think that they have it all going on. It's not. They don't have it going on like that. Everybody has one issue. Everybody has one issue. And it's easier to go broke as a rich person than to be completely flat as a not so rich person. One bad decision can set you back billions or millions of naira. One bad decision you can set you from living in the best part of town to living in the densely populated part of town in a 2-3 bedroom, maybe moving from a 30-bedroom apartment to now a 2-bedroom apartment with your wife and kids that have never been able to struggle with space. Everybody has challenges. And if you're chasing happiness, you will end up being unhappy. Ladies, if you're chasing happiness, we say, oh, ladies, I don't need any stress. Nobody needs stress. But stress is part of life. Without stress, you won't value peace. There's nobody that has it all. Nobody that has it all through their lives. Nobody does. You see, when you feel negative, we're only focusing on small fluctuating calls, on small things that happen. You see, when we are feeling things are not working well, it doesn't mean that things are not working well in every department. And when I counsel married people, I always try to let them know that if they're having issue in one particular area of their relationship, it doesn't mean that the relationship is not going to work. Because you have an issue facing you, even at work, even in dealing with your clients, and we hit a rough patch, which we always do. And once we hit that rough patch, all you see is that small sector. It's not your whole life that is messed up. It's not the whole business that is folding up. In the relationship, it's not the whole relationship. There's still a lot, It might just be 10%, 20% that is currently the issue, but we make it look as if we take it across board. No, just because you are having an altercation, a misunderstanding with your spouse concerning finances in a particular area does not mean that the relationship is not working. You don't need to carry it into other areas of your life. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. It shouldn't be like that. So we need to realize that nothing is perfect. Because another thing concerning relationship, maybe you're having communication issues with your spouse because of certain things, and both of you visit another family, another couple, and you see them, they're talking, they are relating in that area where two of you are not seeing eye to eye. There's this tendency that one of you will say, you see how this couple are doing it. This is how we're supposed to do it. And if we're not doing it, it means that we have issues. Maybe it took those couples 5 years to evolve to become what they are at that moment when you met them. So don't think that everybody that you see that things are working for, they must have sacrificed. Some people, business people, highly successful people, when they tell you the things they sacrifice to get what they want, to get where they are, you will not believe it. Some have lost their homes, their families, their kids, because they were focused on trying to push their vision. It cost them a lot. Every successful person has scars that you know not of. So that couple that you're looking at, maybe it took them 5 years to get themselves. It takes a while. 0 to 12 months in a marriage, 0 to 12 months, what you're fighting is different from 0 to 2 years. What you're going to fight in 5 years, 0 to 5 years is also different. So each stage of your life, there's things that are going to come up. As long as you're willing to negotiate, to have a sit down and see the best way out of it, those are relationships that work. Not relationships that feel that is a total perfect package. No one is a total perfect package. Even you are not a total perfect package. Don't look at one aspect of your life and say that everything is not working. Don't look at one aspect of your life that is working for somebody on social media and just assume that there is something wrong with me and my relationship. That's trying to chase happiness. You will end up being sad. Stop looking at people that you think that they are happy. It will drive you over the edge. Because if you know them personally, you know that it's not all that with them. Be yourself. Be an original. Be yourself. The world celebrates people that are original. The world, they celebrate people that are original. So you need to be your true self. To be original is to be your true self. And realize that if you have a challenge, that challenge is tailored for you, not for somebody else. Try and fix it. And tomorrow, you and your spouse and your partner might be the people that the world is envying right now. In my life, I've had to deal with countless problems. Some of them I felt that were here to take me out. I've been in that place that I felt that, these are real setbacks that have come to take me out. But guess what? I'm still here. During those moments, it seems as if those problems will be life and death for me as a person, for my company, for my goals, for my visions. You have had problems that I felt that are coming to take my life. I've had issues that felt like they're coming to wreck my vision and wreck my companies. I've been in that place. But you know what? I'm still standing. So I will tell you that you also will stand at the end of this. I got through it. Before you know it, weeks, months, years will even pass. That when you look back at them, you will just laugh and say, wow, that is life. That's where maturity and growth comes from. Without growth, without problems, there will be no growth. And I'm telling you, if everything is peaceful, there will be no growth. There will be no hunger to change things. In fact, everything was okay. There would be no inventions. The inventions that you see today are answers to problems that the society has. Inventions are answers to society, to the problems that society has. So if you say there is no problem, it means that there can be no solution. When everything is okay, there is no need for solution. In fact, there's nothing. There will be no need for anything. You see, you are more creative when you are hungry. You are more creative when the landlord is about to push you out. You are more pushful when you are faced with issues and challenges. So challenges is also good to push us. So don't say, I want everything to be happy. There is no movement, no forward movement when things are going well. You need to keep your sight on the extended curve. Know that there's going to be light at the end of that tunnel. That when you make that turn, things are going to change. You have to keep moving. And those that keep moving, keep looking for solutions to go ahead, to forge ahead, are the people that always come out on top and come out successful. You see, looking back at some of those big challenges that I have, they now look like small hiccups. Funny enough. There's one I thought that is going to take me out. But today, it has not just sustained me, but it has become a vehicle to get me noticed the more. What I thought was going to take me out and bring shame has now become what has brought glory. And when I think of it right now, it was really a small issue. And I'm wondering, what was I worked up about? Stop chasing happiness and realize that issues are part of life. And when you chase happiness and just keep chasing happiness alone, you will realize that you become unhappy. Those things that I thought, those mountains, are now level plains. And I laugh at myself and I smile and I say, Uche, what really actually happened to you for you to think that you couldn't get through that? So this is my final thought to you. Stop trying to be happy. Just be yourself. Stop trying to chase happiness. Be yourself. It's natural to want to be happy. I want to put it out there. It's natural. Everybody wants to be happy. Nobody wants to be sad. Everybody wants to be happy. But you need to realize that the times you move from being happy to unhappy, it's not a time for doom and gloom. No, it's a time for a new season. There's always seasons in your life. There's the summer, there's the spring, autumn. All of them come with different things. There's the winter. The things that winter things look dead, as if spring is not going to come. Winter things look dead, as if summer is not going to come. We are cold. Now we are not cold. And when things were cold and you stay more in the house, it looks as if this is how it's going to be. No, it's not. Okay, so what do you do? What can you do now to start what I'm saying, to stop being unhappy? What do you do? This is what you do. First of all, throw away the belief that a perfect life means happiness. What did I say? Throw away the belief that a perfect life means happiness. No, it doesn't. When things are going well for you, doesn't mean it's a perfect life, and that doesn't mean happiness. Personally, I would be miserable if everything was perfect. Not just me. We will eventually become miserable if everything was perfect. You know why? Because now you are living the life the way human beings we are. You're living the life. And you're living it every day. If they give you a Ferrari and you drive it every day, after 6 months you will drop it and want something else. It doesn't mean that you don't respect the Ferrari or you don't value it. But when everything is just peaceful, there's no motivation. There's no motivation for growth. It's through experiencing the pain of lifelong challenges that drive us to even care for people. There will be no love. It's because I have gone through. That's why I can comfort people that are going through. Like now, I have gone through some certain things at my age in life. That's why I'm able to counsel people that are younger and say, no matter what, you will still come out of it. So if everything was okay, how can we be our brother's keeper? There will be no love. Because stay on your own, be on your own lane. I will be on my own lane, and then we don't even need to have anything to do with each other. If life was perfect, where will empathy come from? Everybody has it. Okay, so if you do anything to me, I can even kill you so that I can maintain my happiness. Where will be how can we empathize if everything is okay? If life was perfect, you wouldn't grow, I bet you. Adversity is is the vehicle that growth, advancement comes. Without adversity, there will even be no blessing. Or without adversity, there can't be any advancement. Adversity is what is the doorway in which you're able to access advancement in life. So to be truly happy, stop chasing permanent happiness. Live the life as it comes. Times of peace, be grateful to God. Times of challenges, pray to God. And let Him lead you out of it. But know that in life, the good, the bad, and the ugly comes. And the people that survive it are the people that were expecting it. Not the people that want a perfect life. That means you were not expecting trouble. And your advancement and growth, wealth, comes with trouble. If there was no wealth, how will you have the solution for people, and those people will enrich you with their resources? So we should stop saying we want everything perfect. Imperfection brings about that happiness that you truly want. I know it sounds as a paradox, but what I mean is to accept that there will always be ups and downs throughout your life is a safe place to be. Knowing that everything is not going to be rosy is a safe place to be, and that is where even your happiness begins to come. It's a safe place to be than trying to chase and do things to make you happy. When somebody is sad and they will say, okay, let me go and eat my best meal and all those, fine. But sometimes it doesn't really make you feel good. It doesn't take away the problem. Next week and the upper week, I'm going to tell you how things that will make you happy. It's not what you think. There are certain things that you need to be doing that bring about happiness. You know them, but you are not seeing them as tools or things that can make you happy. Just stay with me till next week, an upper week, and I'm sure you will be blessed. Gracefully understand that happiness is a fluctuation of positive and negative events. Because look at, if everything was going on well for you, you might not really know the true joy of getting a degree. You know, burning that candle at midnight, reading, going through all those tests and going through the lab practicals and all those things you go through, and you now have a degree, and there's this joy. If they made having degrees easy, you won't experience that happiness. If the birthing of a child was that easy, you won't enjoy the coming of that child. You won't, a mother that will, women that they are cursing, doing everything, doing labor, but as soon as they see that child, their heart melts. That is joy unspeakable. You can't quantify the joy that mothers feel. But without that pain, they won't value that child. Why do you think that mothers will do anything to save their children? Because of the pain that they went through. That's why without the pain, there won't be mother's love. We won't have mother's love. It's because of what they went through for that child to come. Not having a child for 20 years and after 20 years you have a child. Nobody can imagine the happiness that you're going through. But without that sacrifice, the happiness that child brings, you can't explain it to anybody. You have been broke all your life, and you sacrificed. You made those sacrifices, and you did the things you need to do to become successful. Now you are wealthy. When you look at the things that God has given to you, you're truly happy. Because you have to go through poverty to get to wealth. Nobody gets to success or wealth without passing through the lack avenue. Nobody does that. You will not be able to appreciate it. That's what I'm saying. When it's time for peace, thank God that things are going well. Because seasons might change. You are in summer, you're smiling. But winter is coming. It goes, that's why we say, what comes around, goes around. Summer, some people are in summer thinking that you're always going to be the time for harvest, the time for all those things. You always think it's going to be like that, but winter is coming. Winter is coming. Autumn is coming. When leaves begin to fall, and things are beginning to not to be so nice in preparation for the coming of winter. Things are not so nice, and you're wondering what is happening. It's just a season. Those that are happiest at their happiest level are those that know that life can change. Life can change at an instant, but you are ready that if it comes, we will work it out. I don't have the solution, but I have the willingness, the zeal, tenacity to say that no matter what life throws at me, I'm going to stand. I'm going to see the best way to come out of it. Those are people that are truly happy. Instead of focusing on the unpleasant moments, flash back your memories to when you didn't have anything. For example, think back when you didn't have a job and you wanted a career that you're passionate about. You know, at that point, you will look as if your friends are doing better. Came out of school, I had friends that, you know, before you know it, they had bank jobs, things were happening for them, and things were not that fast for me. Things were not that fast for me, and I felt that, wow, I'm a misfit. I felt that there was something wrong somewhere. I felt I go into depression because it took me a long time to be able to get a job. But that is my lane. Because without pain, I won't be where I am. I have suffered pain and shame. I've suffered pain and shame to get to where, and those things have helped me to say never again. And I felt that people have left me, only for me to wake up one day after many years and realize that these people didn't go anywhere. Within 18 months, I received what takes people 18 years to get. I got it in 18 months. And those people I used to look up to, they were not so high up again. We were now colleagues on this avenue, this side of the street, not where I was before. And I realized that they weren't doing that great as I thought they were. It's just because I was depressed and I thought everything was happening for them. These are the people, when I meet them and I stretch forth my hands to shake them, they will shake me with 2 hands. And I always wonder why. Ask a few of them why. They'll say, we appreciate the grace of God in your life. But these were people I was looking up to. These were people I was looking up to. When the Lord opens the door for you, you'll be surprised to realize that people have not left you that far as you think they have. And as soon as I discovered my purpose, I became happy. Then I started working. I got a job. Then I started being worried because this is not really what I am. I wanted to work in an organization. I wanted to go to work and be proud of myself that I'm working somewhere. I thought that was my only problem. So now I got that job in a good company. I was happy. I was putting in all my best. After 1 year, the seed of empowerment, I just felt the need to empower people, to groom people. I just started feeling the need to read more. I started feeling the need to push knowledge. And I realized that knowledge, grooming people, selling knowledge, pushing knowledge, impacting people with knowledge, grooming, becoming a life coach, a business and a leadership coach. This was what was now talking in my heart. But I still like to work in an organization. So that's why you see that chasing happiness, I was chasing a job thinking that job is going to bring me happiness. it was short-lived. I don't think it was even up to a year. I started having this strong desire to prepare myself. A friend of mine came to me and said, look, I think you should begin to read more, because a time will come you are going to be speaking and you're going to be grooming people. What I do is groom people on a daily basis. And by the grace of God, I've actually groomed highly successful people, wealthy people in their billion flow. Because this is what I love doing. And when I discovered it, I became happy. Then another level came, and look, I need to expand my grooming. Each year, something tugs into my heart to improve. So I can never, right now, there's something I want to do, something I'm trying to do, and I know that I can no longer say this thing will bring me happiness. Because if I get there, something else will come. So happiness is knowing that even this thing that is working well, after a while, it's not going to be all that for you. You need something else. Guys, what I'm saying is to just live your life. Anything that comes, do the best that you can part time. Do the best that you can part time. Stop chasing happiness. You end up being sad because you're not dealing with things that you ought to do. Now, round up with this. Happiness and sadness, they coexist together. They exist together. What it all means comes down to is your life will be filled with beautiful and happy and incredible moments. You shed tears of joy. You shout, laughter everywhere, telling funny stories. All those things are one aspect of your life. But they also come, not to burst your bubble particularly, but to let you know that your life will also be filled with storms, with challenges, with things that depress, the things that try to bring you down. But whether you're faced with positive things or negative things, don't let your heart be dampened by all these things. Know that it is part of life for us to have sad moments, also have happy moments. To have moments that things are going for us and moments that things are not going for us. If you get this, you get peace. If you get this, you will get peace, and you will get that happiness you want. Knowing that sadness and happiness, they exist together. In fact, they are co-tenants. And so you can't take away one without the other. One, sadness is the icing, more like the icing on the cake for happiness. And what do I mean by that? Without sadness, you won't enjoy the cake of happiness. They go together. See, God, you can't even fathom the wisdom of God. And he created these things. And I marvel at God's creation at times. And when he puts these things, I'm not fighting God's system. I'm just trying to be the best I can be part-time in the things that are happening to me. I am living in the now. I'm not living in the past. I'm not living in the future. I'm living in the now, trying to make use of the best right now. So don't try to avoid sad and negative things. Don't try to avoid them. If they come, they don't come all the time though. It can be years before they come. But when they come, know that for me, when challenges come, I see it that elevation, advancement and growth has come. So now I'm thinking that, you see, sometimes things happen to you, you cry. It's good to cry, but don't stay there crying all the time. When life happens, it can hit you down. I know we're all human beings. There are weak moments, but after crying, you have to get up and realize and stop saying that, why did it happen to me? Why me? You can cry all that, but you can't cry all that forever. After you have done all that, you can now get up and say, this has happened to me. How do I come out of it better? Even if you lose a loved one, you don't have to follow that loved one. You don't have to pass because someone passed. You don't have to go to the great beyond because someone passed. You will live again. You will stand again. You don't have to kill yourself because you lost your spouse. You will love again. You will come out of it. After a while, you will come out of it if you are willing. You see, in life, I've seen that what makes you successful really is your willingness. Your willingness to say, come rain, come shine, I will come out of this, and you will come out. In life, you will achieve a true level of contentment if you're ready to embrace whatever season you find yourself. Whether it's a sunny season, it's a rainy season, you have to find the moment where you can live your best. I always say, those of you that listen to my teachings, I don't have business with my past. I only go there for reference purposes, not to use anything per se, because my past is always trying to drag me down. It's always trying to warn me. You see, you did it the last time. This person did it the last time. If you try it, it might fail. That's what your past is trying to protect you. Past is like family sometimes. They are trying to protect you. And in trying to protect you, they are actually trying to cripple you. Because they don't want you to be hurt. They want you to remain in a particular place. That is being stagnant. And the future. I know what I want in the future. I start doing that thing I want in the future now. Not to sit back and begin to fantasize about the future. My business is in now. Not in the future and not in the past. Whatever I want to see in the future, I start doing it now. The path to success and wealth is that you can start it now. Once you start it now, you will see that future. Everything I am today is because I decided. I couldn't speak. I decided that, look, I have to speak. I have a lot inside of me and I need to bring it out. And I started that journey. It wasn't palatable. Because it wasn't palatable. Some people naturally have the gift of God. They will come and do all those things. A lot of people speak, don't really have content, but because they can speak and people will listen to them. But there are others that have content, can't really speak that much, but practice makes perfect. Staying for the long haul makes it perfect. You be, if not perfect, but makes you a master. You gain mastery at it. And when you become a master at what you do, it doesn't matter whether you were natural, you are a natural, or you learned it. The important thing is that you have reached the stage of being a master. Live in the now. Whether it is negative moment or positive moment, whether it's winter or summer, do your best by that season, and you see that God is going to elevate you and move you and continue to make you rise. It's the people that are willing and say all things are not perfect. I'm not chasing happiness, that end up being happy at the end of the day. People that decide, that know that life can show you good hand, bad hand, are the people that will be happy at the end of the day. Okay, so now next week we're going to talk about a few things that can make you happy, the things that make you happy. Then upper week we're going to round it up. So please make it a date next Monday and the following Monday. Let's deal with this. Let's interrogate this issue of happiness and not happiness. And I know you will be blessed. Thank you guys on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. Thank you guys for always coming out to watch. I appreciate you guys. Before you go, people ask me, how can we reach you? You can just put out a message on my DM. We will reach you. And people want me to coach them one-on-one. It's something we can work out. Just put it out there. I'm going to call you and we're going to see how it's going to work, so we can have dedicated time, me and you. And I'm sure by the grace of God, we've been able to help a lot of people become successful. And your case will not be different. You can just reach out and let's see how we can do that. Also, I would like to invite you on Wednesday. Wednesday is my coaching and counseling session. It's actually called Counselor's Corner with Uche Onuche, where I counsel people. How does it work? People just put their questions on my DM and I come and answer it. I don't have to know you. If I don't know you, the better. I will give you, it'll be easier for me to download the truth and to relay the truth to you the best way I can, the way I say it. And many lives have been blessed because they don't even know me as a person. I only get a thank you, or I get a testimony of how things happen. So if you just have anything tugging you, we have 5 core areas, and I will advise that it should be on those 5 core areas. Although we deal with life, the first one is business, career, leadership, personal finance, life issues and relationship issues as well, both corporate and personal, personal relationships. So we deal with all those things here. 3 things you need to remember: business, leadership, and life issues. We deal with it here, and also personal finance issues, how you can be richer than your companies. There are some secrets that you need to know, and if you follow me, I'll be able to be dropping these nuggets that can help transform your life. So this is what I do on Wednesday. You can ask the questions. I come for 1 hour, 5 p.m. West African time, and I answer those questions. So I really look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. I really look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Also, I want to invite you to the largest and biggest business and leadership gathering in the south and southeast of Nigeria. It is the Make in Nigeria exhibition and conference. We have lined up powerful speakers for this year. Powerful speakers for this year. And I tell you to make it a date. It's from the 20th to 25th October this year. Make it a date to be there. Powerful speakers. We have master classes. We have the conferences. The conferences are free. Master classes, you just pay a token to learn something that you can go, something that can make you begin to have alternative sources of income, or begin to have an income within a week. These are the things we try to do. And also, do you know that with a small token, you can win a land in the city of Port Harcourt? A small token, you can win a land. Just think about it. That is what our raffle draw can give to you. So you can imagine other things that you can put in a raffle draw. That raffle draw can give you, you will get it there. And we have exhibition. We have a powerful exhibition and networking area where you can exhibit your wares and you can exhibit the things, whatever product or services you have. This is a powerful networking platform. Utilize it. We were going to have over 15,000, going to 20,000 people pass through that place in 1 week. So it's a place where you need to position yourself. You need to position yourself to be able to achieve all this. So I look forward to receiving you at Make in Nigeria this year. So please plan to attend. We also have an entertainment area where people will be entertained. We have food courts, food festival, fashion, entertainment, whatever you name it, there's going to be a section of it where all these things are going to be happening. Please make it a date. You will be glad that you made it a date, and you marked it in your calendar and you showed up. You will be glad and you will thank me later. Thank you guys for always being there for me. I appreciate you all. Have a good night rest and God bless.